Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I hope you're all fine and staying safe at home. My name is Ms. Obia Fiaz and I welcome you in AppSec's online support program week 6 and this is round 2. In today's lecture, we will do Unit 3. Unit 3 is the poem. The name of the poem is Try Again and it is written by W.E. Hickson. We will do the exercise questions at the end of the unit. We will also do some paraphrasing. Then we will do the theme of the poem. There will also be the stanza-based question answers which are included in your board exam. And we will also do the summary of the poem. Unit 3 is the poem Try Again, written by W.E. Hickson. The full name of the poet is William Edward Hickson. When we will read this poem, after reading it, the following objectives we will complete. First is you will have to recite and analyze the theme of the poem critically. You will also be able to identify the universal theme of the poem. You will paraphrase the poem, you will summarize the poem, and then you will be able to answer the questions that are given at the end relevantly. Let's move on to the pre-reading section. Find and read the story King Bruce and Spider from the internet and answer the following questions. I hope you have read the story of King Bruce and Spider, in which King Bruce lost the war and he was trapped in a cave. He in fact hidden himself in the cave and he saw a spider who was walking on the wall of the cave, and the spider fell again and again, but he never quit trying. He kept on trying, and at the end the spider reached its goal. And from that event, King Bruce learned that he should also go back and fight again till he wins. And then King Bruce went in the war and he started battling against the enemy and he won the war. What lesson did the king learn from the spider? Of course, the king learned the lesson of trying again from the spider. Why is trying again important in life? Trying again is important to achieve your goal in your life. Now we will read some introduction of the poet W.E. Hickson. His full name is William Edward Hickson. He was a famous writer from United Kingdom who lived between January 7, 1803 and March 22, 1870. He died in 1870. He was commonly known as W.E. Hickson and was a British educational writer. He was the author of Time and Faith and was the editor of the Westminster Review 1840 to 1852. He wrote an improved version of the British national anthem, whose verses were included in the version of God Save the King. His famous literary works are The Singing Master, Part Singing, Time and Faith, Try Again. This is page number 28 from your book. This is the text of the poem, stanza number 1. "'Tis a lesson you should heed. Try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Then your courage should appear, for if you will persevere, you will conquer, never fear." You see the very first word, which is TIS. This is actually it is. The poet has used the poetic license, according to which the poet can change some words according to the rhyme of the poem. Heed means paying attention. Now we'll read the second stanza. "Once or twice though you should fail, if you would at last prevail, try again. If we strive, 'tis no disgrace, though we did not win the race. What should you do in that case? Try again." Stanza number 3. "If you find your task is hard, try again. Time will bring you your reward. Try again. All that other folk can do, try with patience, should not you? Only keep this rule in view. Try again." As you can see, there are 3 questions also. We will also do these questions. Let's move on. Stanza number 1. If we paraphrase the stanza, try again is a message that cannot be ignored. We must always pay attention to this message. If, due to adverse circumstances, we fail in our first effort, we should not be discouraged. Rather, we should make better efforts to reach our goal. We must demonstrate that we have firmness to bear the loss. Then we should come forward with a new spirit. We should be steadfast in our efforts without any fear. If we do so, we will be succeeded. Thus, we should not neglect the lesson. Try again. अब मैं आपको उर्दू में इसकी पैराफ्रेजिंग बता दूं कि ट्राई अगेन में एक मैसेज है। ट्राई अगेन ख़ुद एक मैसेज है जिसको हम इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते। हमें हमेशा इसकी तरफ ध्यान देना होगा, इस मैसेज की तरफ, कि अगर एडवर्स सर्कमस्टांसेस मींस बुरे हालात, अगर हम बुरे हालात की वजह से कभी फ़ेल हो जाएं, अपनी पहली कोशिश में नाकाम हो जाएं, तो हमें डिस्करेज नहीं होना चाहिए, हमें हिम्मत नहीं हारनी चाहिए। रादर वी शुड मेक बेटर एफ़र्ट्स, बल्कि हमें उसकी बजाय हमें बेहतर कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि हम अपने मकसद को हासिल कर सकें, हम अपने गोल को अचीव कर सकें। वी मस्ट डेमोन्स्ट्रेट दैट वी हैव फर्मनेस टू बियर द लॉस। हमें ये दिखाना होता है, हमें ये दिखाना पड़ेगा कि हमारे अंदर ताकत है कि हम अपने नुकसान को बर्दाश्त कर सकें। तभी हमारे अंदर आगे बढ़ने का जज्बा पैदा होगा। हमें अपनी कोशिशों में साबित कदम रहना होगा बग़ैर किसी खौफ के। अगर हम ऐसा करेंगे तो तभी हम कामयाब होंगे। और हमें अपना आगे बढ़ने वाला सबक, यानी कि ट्राई अगेन, या दोबारा कोशिश करने वाला जो सबक है, इसको निगलेक्ट नहीं करना या इसको इग्नोर नहीं करना। स्टैंजा नंबर 2. In this stanza, the poet W.E. Hickson says that we may fail in our attempts for one time or two, but if we keep on struggling, we will finally win. What we need to do is to keep on working and not to get disappointed and be persistent in working hard. It's not a matter of shame to work and work. Though we have failed in our preceding efforts, we should not feel discouraged. What we need to do in that situation is try again. इस स्टैंजा में शायर W.E. हिक्सन कहते हैं कि शायद हम अपनी कोशिशों में पहली दफ़ा, एक दफ़ा या दो दफ़ा फ़ेल हो जाएं, नाकाम हो जाएं, लेकिन हमें अपनी कोशिश जारी रखनी है और हम आखिरकार उसमें जीत सकेंगे। हमें करना क्या है कि हमें आगे बढ़ने के लिए मेहनत करनी है, मायूसी के बग़ैर। हमें साबित कदम रहना है अपने काम में और ज़्यादा कोशिश करनी है। इसमें शर्म की बात नहीं है। इट्स नॉट अ मैटर ऑफ शेम टू वर्क एंड वर्क। बार बार कोशिश करने में या बार बार मेहनत करने में शर्म की बात नहीं है। हो सकता है कि हम फ़ेल हो जाएं अपने आगे बढ़ने की कोशिशों में, लेकिन हमें मायूस नहीं होना और हमें इस सिचुएशन में क्या करना है, वी हैव टू ट्राई अगेन। Stanza number 3. If you feel that things are too difficult to do, don't lose heart. Keep on trying. A time will come when you will get the reward of your hard work. If other people can do something, there is no reason that you can't do it. Keep this fact in your mind always, that you have ability and potential to do it. So keep on trying. इस stanza में पोइट हमें ये कह रहे हैं कि हमें चीज़ों को, जो मुश्किल चीज़ें हैं, जो उनको देख के हमें परेशान नहीं होना, बल्कि हमें आगे बढ़ने की कोशिश करनी है। एक वक्त आएगा कि हमें उसका इनाम मिल जाएगा, जो हम मेहनत कर रहे हैं उसका इनाम। और अगर दूसरे लोग ये कर सकते हैं या कोई और ये कर सकता है, तो हमें अपने जहन में ये बात रखनी चाहिए कि हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते। हमें, हमारे अंदर ये एबिलिटी और पोटेंशियल है, हमारे अंदर ये सलाहियत और ताकत है कि हम भी आगे बढ़ने की कोशिश जारी रखें। The poem ends here. Now we will do some figures of speech. First of all, we will learn simile. What is a simile? You have already read this poetic device in your class 6th. Simile is a literary term where you use like or as to compare two different things and show common quality between them. A simile is different from a simple comparison in that it usually compares two unrelated things. For example, she looks like you. In this sentence, like shows that there is a simile. It is a comparison but not a simile. On the other hand, she smiles like the sun is a simile, as it compares a woman with something of a different kind, the sun. You see over here the word like, she smiles like the sun. Like shows that there is a simile. The examples of simile are as quiet as a mouse, as timid as a rabbit, as graceful as a swan. Some more examples are the snow was as thick as a blanket. These are the examples with sentences. She was as light as a feather. You are acting like a baby. He felt like a bug under a microscope. His temper was as explosive as a volcano. In these words, in these sentences, the words that are highlighted with yellow color, all these words show that there is the use of simile. Now we'll move on to the alliteration. What is alliteration? It is actually the repetition of the same consonant sound. The use of the same beginning consonant sound in a line or verse. For example, a very famous sentence of alliteration is Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. In this, the sound of P and E is repeated, which are actually consonants. What are consonants, boys? I hope you know what are consonants. Yes, consonants are other alphabets than vowels. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and the consonants are all the rest of the alphabets. They are known as consonant, and the repetition of those consonant words, those consonant sounds, is known as alliteration. Fair is foul and foul is fair. However, though the fog and filthy air. In this verse, there is the repetition of the sound F. So we can say that there is the alliteration of F. In this poem, there is alliteration in para 2 or line 2, though we did not win the race. In this line, in this verse, the repetition of W is used. In para 3, why with patience should not you? In this sentence, why with, again we have the repetition of the word consonant sound W, so there is alliteration. Now we will move on to the rhyming words. The rhyming words in the first stanza are heed, succeed, then appear, persevere, fear, then fail, prevail, disgrace, race, case, then hard, reward, then do, you, view. These are all the rhyming words that are being used in the poem. The rhyme scheme, I hope you know rhyme scheme. We have discussed it in the class also. The rhyming scheme of this poem is stanza 1 A, B, C, 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 D. Then we have A, B, C, 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 B. And then stanza 3 A, B, C, 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 and B. As you can see, stanza 1 and stanza 3 both have the same rhyme scheme, whereas stanza 2 has a different rhyme scheme. The main idea of the poem, in this poem, the poet tells us the importance of trying again in case if we fail in doing something due to some difficult circumstances. He says that we should continue trying again till we succeed, because trying again is a key to success. The poet gives a message of hope, courage, and optimism while one is on the way to success. This is the main idea or the theme of the poem. Boys, you can also learn the theme that is given at the end of your poem. The message, I will only read it from the book. The other theme is given on page number 29. The message of the poem is universal. The poet says that when the world says give up, hope whispers, try it one more time. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking places, so you should keep up trying and again to cross this road. This is the theme that is given in your book, page number 29. Stanza based question answers. As you know that stanza based question answers are included in your board paper. Stanza number 1. These are the questions that are related to stanza number 1. Question number 1 is, what does the word persevere mean? Persevere means to continue something. Question number 2 is, what is the lesson as the poet described? Answer number 2 is, the lesson described that we should never give up and always try again to get success. Question number 3 is, who will conquer? Answer number 3 is, the man who overcome his fears and try again and again, he will conquer. Question number 4 is, when your courage will appear? The answer of this question is, courage will appear when you will be persevere in your destination and try again to get it. Now we'll move on to the question of stanza number 2. If we strive, it is no disgrace. Explain this sentence. It means we should not feel shame to make efforts again and again. Question number 2 is, who wrote this poem? This poem is written by W.E. Hickson. Question number 3 is, what would you do if you fail? If you fail, One day you will prevail, but you should have to try again and again. Question number 4 is, what should you do if you did not win the race? The poet is giving a lesson to the world that if you fail one race, you should try again to win next time. Stanza number 3, why is the poet repeating the sentence try again? The poet is repeating it because trying again leads to success. Question number 2 is, what is the reward of time as above mentioned? The reward of time is victory as mentioned above. Question number 3 is, which rule we should keep in view? The answer of this question is, the rule is try again to get success in life. These are the questions of reading comprehension. You can write these questions. You will have to write these questions and learn also. The answers are also given. I will also give you the note. This is the summary of the poem. This beautiful and optimistic poem is gifted by William Edward Hickson. He is credited with popularizing the verb try, try, try again. In this poem, the poet states that when the world says give up, hope whispers, try it one more time. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking places. We should keep up trying again and again to cross this road. The poet proclaims, for if you will persevere, you will conquer. This poem is a moral lesson for us. In this poem, the poet says, if at first you do not succeed, try again to get your goal. We should not give up your struggle during failure. We should learn from failure. Many people get frustrated after failure and give up their struggle. So we can say that try again is the only way to be successful. Thomas A. Edison, the famous scientist, teaches us the same lesson in these words. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. A renowned tennis player, Venus Williams, explains the importance of trying again in these words. I don't focus on what I'm up against. I focus on my goals and I try to ignore the rest. The poem is epitome of the lesson of success, courage, grace and patience. The message of the poem is universal. One mustn't surrender to the challenge of और हर्डल्स. ये जितनी मैंने लाइंस पढ़ी हैं, सबसे पहले थॉमस एडिसन जो फेमस साइंटिस्ट थे वो हमें बताते हैं कि हमारी सबसे बड़ी कमज़ोरी क्या है, हार जाना, और हमारा सबसे बेहतरीन रास्ता आगे बढ़ने का या कामयाबी हासिल करने का है एक दफ़ा और कोशिश करना. एक बहुत मशहूर टेनिस प्लेयर है वीनस विलियम्स, उन्होंने बताया है इन अल्फाज में कि कोशिश करना या दोबारा कोशिश करना कैसा है. उनका कहना है कि मैं इस चीज़ पे फोकस नहीं करता कि मैं किसके ख़िलाफ़ हूँ या मेरे साथ कौन खेल रहा है या कौन लड़ रहा है. मैं ये कोशिश करता हूँ कि मैंने जीतना है और मैंने जीत हासिल करनी है और मैं बाकी सब चीज़ों को इग्नोर कर देता हूँ. और ये लेसन जो है ये हमारी कामयाबी का और हिम्मत का और सब्र का, ये पोइम जो है ये हमें लेसन देती है. एपिटमी है, एक एपिटमी का मतलब एक नमूना है, हमारे सामने एक सबक है, एक मॉरल है इसके अंदर कि हमने कामयाबी हासिल करनी है और बार बार कोशिश से हासिल करनी है. दिस इज़ द रिटन वर्क दैट यू हैव टू डू. रीडिंग कॉम्प्रीहेंशन पेज 29 पे जो आपको पार्ट ए दिया हुआ है ये आपने नोटबुक्स पे करना है. फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच पार्ट बी सी टू बी डन इन द नोटबुक्स पे भी कर सकते हैं, शीट्स पे भी कर सकते हैं. फिर आपका जो राइटिंग स्किल्स का है पार्ट ए बी एंड सी, मेन आइडिया, थीम ऑफ द पोइम, पैराफ्रेजिंग, समरी ऑफ द पोइम टू बी डन इन द नोटबुक्स. ऑल्सो राइट स्टेंजा बेस्ड क्वेश्चन आंसर्स इन द नोटबुक्स. ये नोट कर लें आप सारा जो आपने रिटन करना है और जो बुक पे करना है और जो आपने नोटबुक्स पे या कॉपीज़ पे या जो अपनी शीट्स पे करना है. Students to practice 5 phrasal verbs on daily basis and write on their notebooks along with their meanings and sentences. It will be better if a separate section is created in notebook for its bank. इसका मतलब है कि आपने हर काम के साथ 5 phrasal verbs याद करने हैं डेली, हर वीक में. अब इसमें भी आपने 5 phrasal verbs याद करने हैं. यू कैन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द वेरी बिगिनिंग और अपने हर वीक के काम के साथ एक सेक्शन बना दें कि नेक्स्ट 5 phrasal verbs आपने याद करने हैं और याद करने के बाद आपने उनको लिखना है. I hope you have understood the lesson. If there is any question, you can ask me in the query section. Stay blessed and Allah Hafiz.